Okay, so what are the different things that we have to do, which something that I have already covered. I will just take you through very quickly uh, this. So the first thing that you have to do is specify a model, which we call as the model specification. And what is model specification? This bit where we have specified our model is called as the step of model specification. And SAM models are based on theory. Remember, we have constructed our own measure, we have constructed our scale, so it has to be and that is based on theory. It is not that I just have attached any item to any latent item, right? So you have to remember there is no number to do this. It is based on theory. It is based on your reading of the literature. It is based on your understanding of your construct. Okay, so you have to be very clear and careful on how you have to specify. If you misspecify your model, okay, you will get wrong results because the tool will only estimate whatever you have specified. It will not uh, estimate anything separately. Okay, so the tool will go by what you have given as an input. For each latent variable, the metric of its latent scale needs to be set, and any one of the path leaving the latent variable is to be set to 1. This is what I have told you. When you are specifying your model, you have to set any one of the paths to 1, right? So that is a rule in specifying measurement models. You will have to follow this. Paths leading from error terms to corresponding observed variables are assumed to be equal to 1. This is what I just mentioned, that these paths are all tied to, these paths are all tied to 1. They are all tied to 1. Okay, so that is something that is there. The second thing is what we call as model identification. What is model identification? It means that model identification means that your degree of freedom, which is defined as k plus 1 by 2 minus number of parameters, df identification means that df should be greater than 0. Right? Degree of freedom should always be greater than 0. If you have degree of freedom less than 0, it is called as an under identified model, and the tool will give you an error. What does it mean? It means that you are, when will this number be negative? When you are trying to estimate more parameters than the number of inputs you are giving to the tool. So the tool will give you an error and stop. If your degree of freedom is equal to 0, when the theta is exactly equal to the number of inputs, then df is 0. The tool cannot change anything to reach to the same chi-square. So it does not know how good or bad this chi-square is. So this is called as just identified. Just identified. It will not be able to give you any test of H naught. P values will not come out. Be reported, and so you cannot say how good or bad your model is, and therefore this is called as a trivial solution. Though the tool will run, this is called as a trivial solution, and the tool, you cannot make any sort of judgment on whether you are rejecting or accepting your H naught of the model. And therefore we say that if the tool, if you want to have any meaningful analysis, you should always look for degree of freedom greater than 0. That is what the meaning is. This is number of observed values and free parameters. This is what is observed values. It is nothing but k k plus 1 divided by 2. And what is free parameters? Hash theta. If 1 is less than 2, then it is under identified. I just mentioned this. df is less than 0 and it is under identified. Here your df is equal to 0 and here your df is greater than 0. So we will always want the case of over identified so that we can get a